Good morning, viewers. Welcome to today's episode. Today's What's Trending. My name is Elsie. I have with me Kelechi, Noni, and Tebitope. Today we are talking about a very serious case on gender-based violence. GBV is something as Center for Family Health Initiative we've seen in our work. Before we discuss about the tragic case we saw online, first we want to discuss on the cases we've encountered as an organization.
Good morning. Thank you so much. So far, we've had a series of cases, but I'll mention but a few. We had the one in one of our communities. This man happened to be the village head, and the daughter was raped. But due to his position, he didn't want to make it loud. He decided to keep calm. After much persuasion, he insisted, and we had to let go. But before now, we do referral to some of our organization. And another case of a boy that was molested in another community, and we give a referral to NAPTIP for further support. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Center for Family Health Initiative, we just don't talk about GBV. We take actions. We have provided support for survivors and trained community members on GBV prevention. We worked with local chiefs and created safer environments for people who encounter GBV. Now we want to discuss about the trending case about a young girl, final year student. She has so much dream and she went to meet her Facebook crush, an Islamic cleric, and then she was killed. It is a wake-up call. Now I want to know what, why, and what to learn from this story. Thank you. T, let me come to you. I have a question for you. What should we do? What should we do as a society to protect women and girls from such dangers?
Good morning and thank you for having me. Now, at Center for Family Health Initiative, we do a lot around GBV, gender-based violence. We've been involved in community sensitization and awareness. You know, there is advocacy to community stakeholders, not just community stakeholders, even government stakeholders too. They will have advocacies to them. So coming back to the question, what should we do? First is to intensify sensitization and awareness wherever we find ourselves, whether in the community, in our churches, in the mosque, in the classroom, wherever we find ourselves, let's intensify this advocacy. Intensify awareness and sensitization around gender-based violence activities around it. Yes, relevant authorities that can bring about justice for the victim. And it doesn't just end there. When justice is served, when justice is served, it goes further to one other intent. Yes, it kind of help. Maybe not to not ending it at all, but at least it reduces. Someone out there that may have that intention will say, okay, see this case here, and this person so happened to the perpetrator, so I don't want to go that line. So I think yes, let's ensure that we get justice for the victim. So lastly, so I won't take much of your time. Lastly, we'll be ensure that our girls, our women, they are empowered. Some of the things that lead to this situation, this online and modern GBV cases generally will be vulnerability of our women, of our girl, so our girl child. So let's ensure that they are empowered. Look at one way or the other, we can empower them financially, economic activities that can get them engaged, make them give them that economic power. Yes, when they have that economic power, there are certain things they won't even go into. So I'll just stop there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Kinechi, let me come to you. So, some persons said that this is a case of femicide, while some said it is a case of GBV. So we want to know, what is femicide, what is GBV? Is this a case of GBV or a case of femicide?
Alright, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Femicide is the killing of a woman because she's a woman. So it's a killing targeted based on the gender. And the GBV, on the other hand, is a harmful act towards someone because of their gender. So GBV can happen to a man or a woman. But then femicide is a form of GBV because, a woman was killed, so it is femicide. But then it's a form of GBV because it's gender-based violence. So there are other instances, it does not necessarily need to be by a stranger, just like in this case. Even when there is GBV, there's some GBV that escalates to murder by an intimate partner. You can even say it is femicide, right? So yes, so I think it's a form of GBV in this case.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, yeah, let me come to you. So, why do you think people trust strangers they meet online?
Okay, thank you. So I have a few reasons. I think one of them is shared interests. So some of these young persons online, when they come in contact with people that have similar interests that they share, they tend to get relaxed, as if they've met for a long time, even though it's online, and interact with them, not minding that they are strangers. Yeah, and the other one is they feel the people online have more understanding, unlike the people that stays within their immediate environment. So these are part of some of the reasons that leads to that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Kinechi, let me come back to you. Do you think this case would have been prevented, and why?
Really have been prevented. Honestly, let me say generally that there are ways to put preventive measures to protect our girls, women and girls. But then, on the other hand, we need to address the root causes of this violence, this killing, because it's becoming prevalent, it's becoming alarming, it's becoming a pandemic. Every day, we get to hear news of someone killed. There are other instances. I think there's one lady that went to meet someone, a stranger, I think
Search of job?
yeah, a search of job, right? So how do you prevent these things? Because people try to meet people for genuine reasons, right? And then they get killed at the end of the day. So the root causes of this killing is what we're supposed to be looking at. Why are our men killing the women in this society? What is going wrong? Is it that we are raising the youth who don't have respect for life? Are we raising youths who don't have respect for women? They don't have respect for dignity of life? Because life is sacred. Why is it becoming so easy to kill now? Do you understand? So I think the first thing is even to address these things. The way we look at these cases, the way we treat it, the way we speak about it, advocacy, just like she mentioned, we need to speak up and say these things, enough is enough, right? We need to really speak up and make enough noise, because every day, just like I think there was there's this UN research that says a woman or a girl is killed in every 10 minutes globally. Yes, there's something like that. It's on the net. So I think if we start raising the youth well, right? Yes, let me put the youth, because I don't want to make it look like, okay, don't raise the women well. But of course, we know I am talking about raising men well, right? Let them from home. If we raise them well, there's respect for life, respect for women, this whole consent, and every other thing. Because we are talking about GBV as a whole here. You understand? So if these things are being, raising kids well, or the youth well, because it starts from when they are kids. When we raise these children well, and I think we are going to have a sane society. And then another thing is the way the society addresses these things, because most times when it happens, we end up blaming the victims. So we need to put a stop to this victim blaming and start asking the right questions. Sometimes you get to hear someone was raped, and you will hear something like, why did she go to meet him? Because if you say, let's meet in the open place, what if I meet in the open place for 10 times?
Yeah.
And we decided to meet
like that.
Yes, now, because this is not only happen to strangers. People even kill their wives. I mean, there was one that called, is it oil or
The one
whatever?
in Anambra, yes.
Yes. So this killing is not just happening. It's not strangers killing strangers.
Yes.
Familiar faces too. Intimate partners. These things are happening. So the thing is, if we need to, we need to sanitize this society in any way we can, especially in our thinking, our mindsets. We always blame the victims, but then we don't get to correct the crime, because we first of all need to condemn the crime before you start asking, what was she wearing? Why did she go there? Of course, we need to tell our guests to be safe. You need to do, don't go out in the night, don't do this, don't do that. Of course, these are the things our parents tell us, right? But then how careful can one be? That's the question. How careful can we be?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Now let me come back to you. How can we teach our girls and boys to be safer on social media?
Thank you. Okay, so I feel part of the response to your question. One, having a healthy online behavior. When I say such, I mean they should think, use their head. This is a stranger you met online. You don't share sensitive content. I heard of a story, a scenario, a woman that bought some jewelry, she was just sharing online, and the burglars invaded her house, and they were asking according as they saw it online. So she was like, they said, we didn't come here to kill you. She now said, you guys are intelligent. They now had to open up. Yeah, we saw you uploading the diamonds, everything online, and that was how they made away with it. So some of them, most of them, they don't think before they share their content. Then secondly, they should be encouraged not to share their personal details, personal contacts, because those so-called friends online that claim to be friends are not. So when they guard their personal details, there will be a reduction and such. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. See, I'm coming back to you. So, do you think it's safe to meet someone online? Why?
All right, thank you. Meeting someone online. Well, I'll say yes, it's safe, and I'll also say no, because there are persons who have met online, business associates who met online, and something impactful, something good, came out of that, partnership and all that. And again, we've seen cases of online dating, that went wrong. But that's not even to say. We have also seen cases of online dating, that worked. So it's neither here nor there. It can be yes in some cases if it happens to be positive. We say yes, meeting someone online is good. And if it happens to lead to death and all that, we may want to say meeting someone online is not good. So, but if you're meeting someone online, or you met someone online, and there are certain things, just take precaution. You don't know the person, you only know yourself, you don't know the other person. So assuming I'm a lady or a young girl meeting someone, a guy, a man, a male friend online, there are things that is expected I do. One is do your research, or I do my research diligently. There are ways to find out who this person is. You can go through the person's Facebook profile, his accounts, things he has posted, his friends and all that. That will give you like a pointer to who the person is. Secondly, it is at this point also, this is talking about in relation to our adolescents and our children, our girl, child that falls victim of, this online dating that, leads to death and all that. It is important that we get close to our children as caregivers, as parents. Now, for us, in Center for Family Health Initiative, there is one of our activities that speaks to that. We have the better parenting. We equip caregivers with the skills they need to come close, to know what their children, to know about their children. We give them that knowledge that bridge that gap, no communication gap between parent, mother and daughter, or father and child and all that. So that better parenting is an avenue where we tell them, you teach them that bonding, things that make them bond with their children. Why am I saying this? It is important. There are times when your children will come to you and tell you things that are happening. As a parent, do you think if my daughter comes to me and tell me she just met someone online and the person is inviting her, I'm sure in this case, if the girl had told her mom wouldn't allow her. Yeah. You understand? So we need to build that relationship with our children in such a way that whatever it is, they will always find us as their number one confidant, someone they can relate anything and everything to. So it is important that parents build that relationship, and we can also keep creating that awareness, creating that sensitization for parents to be build that relationship with their children. And that brings me to my point number 2. If you meet someone online, what are you supposed to do? Ensure you carry somebody along, somebody trusted. But in this case, it may not be your parent, I don't know, but we all have someone we feel relaxed, to share anything and everything. Like for me, it's my elder sister. So whoever that person is, yes, I'm talking about growing up when I was single. So for me, it's my elder sister. If there's anything, I just call her to say, CCC and all that. So if you need to, look for someone you feel you can trust to tell about your activities, your movement and all that. And should the case the person is asking for a physical meeting, for the first time, I would encourage that you meet in a public space at least. Then look for during that first meeting or interaction, look out for things that serve as pointer or as red flags. Yeah, because there's a way someone behaves or someone will talk, you know that there is more to it and all that. So if you are meeting that person for the first time, before you go, if need be, send the person's detail or contact to that your trusted partner, friend, or whatever, to say, I have a meeting with so and so. This is my first meeting with him. I don't know who he is. I'm just going. So just in case anything happens, these are his details, his contact, and all that. Then secondly or thirdly, I've talked about do your research, know the person, then get someone trusted to talk to the person, to talk about the person with. Then thirdly, have an exit strategy as a young woman, as a young lady. Of course, sometimes you don't even see all of this coming, but if you need to leave that place, please do. If you need to escape, or I don't know how to put it now, but exit strategy, it could even be, sometimes it's even money issues and all that. I don't have transportation to go back and all that to where I'm coming from. So if you have to, just get yourself prepared. There's something we call vex money, that kind, if you don't get ahead. So I think I'll stop. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Viewers, please be safe. Be safe. Be safe. As an organization, Center for Family Health Initiative, we've done so much, and we are still doing about GBV. please, with more collaboration, we'll work more, we'll do more, we'll achieve more, because there's still a lot more to do. Thank you so much.